stack. And I thought that maybe we'd do a color wheel on a rock, which I think would actually be kind of fun to find. And we'd also be able to practice some color mixing. So first thing, colors I'm using today are going to be bright red, peacock blue, and yellow. Let me get them in here. Okay. I'm going to put them on my palette. I'm going to try to make sure you can see me mix colors today. A little concerned about that yellow. It's a little light. But we'll see how it goes. For the brush, see, I'll just use this flat. It's a number 2. So just a little number 2 flat brush. I think that'll work. Just because I'm OCD, I'm gonna pull out, I don't know, pull out this 5/0 spotter, it says. Kind of looks like a liner. You could use a small round as well too. Okay, so the 3 primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of red. And it doesn't matter where you put your first color. Again, I didn't prime my rock because it's already white. If you want to prime yours first, you can, and then draw your color wheel. You just need a 12 slice pie. So in color theory, you saw, or you call the, man, we need more coffee. The pure undiluted colors of the spectrum hues, and there's 12 of them. Okay, so there's my red. I'm gonna count for 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. The 4th space, that's where my next color goes. And that one's gonna be yellow. Oh, see, I got a little bit of red in there. Should clean my brush better. Spread that out, maybe a little bit more. Cover up that. Okay, again, I'm going to count over 3 spaces to the left. I'm going to add my blue. 1, 2, 3. And I didn't get my 12 slice pie very even, but okay, and then we got our 3 primary colors in here. Okay, so the next ones I'm going to do my secondary colors. The secondary colors on the color wheel are found in between the primary colors. So if we look at red and yellow, orange is going to go right in the middle, and that will tell us what colors we need to use. When you're mixing colors, always start with your lightest color and then add a small smidgen of the next color. It's probably too much, we'll see. Well, this yellow looks like it had a lot of white in it, so we're going to get more of a peachy orange, but that's okay. So orange right there. So I'm going to see if I can make it a little bit darker. And I think we're getting this color because we have so much, there's so much white in that yellow paint that I pulled out from the Craft Smart. That's what we get. You're gonna make green, same thing. If I look between the two primary colors here, right smack dab in the middle, that's where my secondary color goes. I'm gonna start with a little bit of yellow. And then it's this smidgen of blue. Excuse me. And again, because this yellow has so much white in it, I'm gonna get kind of a muted color. Which if you're using the same or different, your colors might vary a little bit. And then we'll do the purple or the violet. The violet just goes right in between, so I'm going to start with a little bit of red and pick up just a tiny bit of blue, a little bit more blue, a little bit more red. I'm just looking for a good solid purple. Okay. So one tip I can tell you is when you're trying to paint straight edges, if you hold your brush parallel to the line you're trying to paint, if I get a little bit closer, like this, so it's flat, parallel to my surface, and I drag it across. I need some more paint. It's easier to make those straighter edges, and then I can fill in whatever. Mix up some more purple. Okay. We got a secondary colors. Now it's time for the tertiary. I've also heard them called intermediate. I call them tertiary because the root word of tertiary in Latin means three. So, yeah, so we got the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary colors come in between. So if you just look at what colors are around it, it'll tell you how to mix that color. So I'm going to get a little bit of yellow and a little bit more red. I'm going to try to make a red-orange color. And kind of a fun rainbow rock we're going to end up with. Okay. Go back down, color wheel. So I got orange and yellow. Now if this color is still wet, I'm just going to add some orange to it, or not orange, yellow to it, to make a solid, maybe more yellow, orange or yellow orange. Okay, so from here I'm looking at the next colors. Secondary and tertiary color that makes up this one is yellow green. I'm going to take some yellow, smidgen of blue, and I want it to be colored right in the middle. Next tertiary color is a blue-green, so I already have like a good base here. I just need to make sure that this color is a little bit more blue than my green. That's a lot more blue than my green. Okay, so let's try that. Maybe even a little bit more. There you go. Then we got a blue violet, blue purple to do. Start with some blue. Pick up just a tiny bit of my red. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. That's a good blue violet. Pretty happy with that. Yeah. And then a red violet for the last one. So it needs to be more on the red side of purple. Okay, and there you go. You painted your color wheel. Now, color wheels are really, hey puppies, really useful tools for artists. They can use them to plan out different types of color schemes so they know what colors are harmonious with each other, or even how to mix colors. If you add black to these colors, you'll get what's called shades of that color. So darker colors, they might get a maroon, emerald green, or forest green. If you add whites, you get your tints, so pinks, peaches, stuff like that. That's what saying these colors already have a lot of white in them. If you mix complementary colors, so colors that are exactly opposite the color wheel, which my color was a little bit off. Oh, there we go, purple and yellow. You should get a brown. So let's try that. Let's mix up a purple. And we're should get like a lightish purpley brown color. Okay, and then I'll try it out in the back. Pick up some yellow here. Yeah, we're gonna get like a brown or a neutral gray. So there's the color I made from mixing purple and yellow together. Another set of complements could be orange and blue. So we'll try that. Get my red. Got my orangey color here. Pick up a smidge of blue. Let's see what this looks like. So that one, neutral color is a little bit more orange. Try to really get this mixed up here. A smidge more blue. Okay. So there we go. So you can kind of experiment with mixing colors. Yeah, complementary colors right next to each other, right? Make each other pop, complement each other, or they neutralize each other like this. So mix up a little bit of this weird green color to show you that. They bring each other out, and then if we mix them, I'm going to start getting closer to a neutral grayish brown color. I probably can't see that, so I've been mixing orange and not orange, red and brown together, red and green. So that's what these two make. So on the color wheel we have opposite colors, complementary. Colors that are side by side are harmonious and they should mix well. You can think of it making like seascapes, meadows, sunsets. That's usually 3 to 4 colors. And then you get all the different color schemes, which maybe in future tutorials I'll start talking more about color schemes on the rocks, but that's up to you. You can also just, look that up, but it's kind of a fun rock, and we can seal it up and hide it. I think people would enjoy finding a color wheel, and it's a good way to practice your color mixing and see what your paints can do. So if you want to get started and you can only afford maybe 5 colors, I'd get a red, blue, and yellow, and I'd also get a white and black, and you'd be set. A couple brushes I'd get is maybe a 10/0 round, a number 2, or maybe even a number 4 flat, or a filbert. So you don't need a lot of stuff to get going. You might need a sealant, especially with winter coming up. I use Mod Podge on my rocks. I think these are just like right around a bucket, Michael's, and I've been using the same ones forever. Sometimes you can find them at the dollar store. Comes in matte and gloss. And then the last thing would be like a spray sealant you can pick up at Michael's, like a Rust-Oleum clear coat. I don't have any with me downstairs because I spray outside in the garage. So, but there you go. Thanks for watching again.